All right, all pro wrestling fans, it's time for our main event today. Big Country Jody Kristofferson looks to etch his name in the history books as he is going to go one-on-one with the boss, Derek Sanders, for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship.
As you saw a moment ago, all of this started the Super Summer Series when Jody Kristofferson went against the boss, Derek Sanders, had a little altercation with Rood that didn't quite work out the way the boss wanted.
Well, don't forget, folks, you can see Jody Kristofferson as well as the champ, Derek Sanders, and all your favorite all-pro wrestling superstars at our next special Friday night edition of a All-Pro Wrestling Gym Wars TV taping, Friday, November 12th. Log on to www.allprowrestling.com as well as twitter.com/allprowrestling for all future updates on that TV taping.
And there we go. Up next, right here, John Roberts, this here, as we talked about before, this is the entrance of the champion himself. This is the boss, Derek Sanders.
Well, here is the boss making his introductions to this match as he's coming out to ringside, and of course he's accompanied to the ring by Will Rood. One can only wonder what is going through the mind of Will Rood as he follows the boss to ringside and what his marching orders have been from the boss going into this matchup.
Must we go through this every single time the boss makes his way to the ring? There is silence while this man is coming out.
Well, the fans aren't being silent. I've got a job to do. There's a reason my check is signed in. It's to call this action. And I see two men coming to the ring now. One of them is the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, and he is looking to walk out the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion.
And if you enjoy the boss, Derek Sanders, log on to youtube.com/allprowrestling and subscribe to All Pro Wrestling Videos.
Let's send it down to ringside for the introductions.
The following contest is scheduled for a 30-minute time limit or one fall, and it's for the All Pro Wrestling Universal Heavyweight Championship. The referee for this contest, Sparky Ballard. Introducing first, the challenger from Bronzeville, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds. He is a 2003 MIL Maui County Wrestling Amateur Champion and the 2009 APW Boot Camp graduate, Big Country Jody Kristofferson. And his opponent, with his manager, Will Rood, from Los Gatos, California, weighing in at 227 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. He is the APW Triple Crown Champion and the 2004 APW Boot Camp graduate, the boss, and the All-Pro Wrestling Universal Heavyweight Champion, the boss, Derek Sanders.
And with that, we will be right back after these commercial messages with this championship match.
Stay tuned.
And there we go. Right, I am the consistent commentator here, John Roberts. Let me speak. That was the bell to begin the main event. The boss, Derek Sanders, defends the Universal Heavyweight Championship against Big Country Jody Kristofferson.
Well, we're all set for this main event. This match is officially underway. Your referee for this contest, Sparky Ballard. I'm John Roberts, and joined by Matt Thiel here in the broadcast booth.
Matthew Thiel, the greatest mind in professional wrestling.
Well, I think I speak for both of us when I say that we are excited to call this match. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Absolutely. The boss, Derek Sanders, is almost like a god in that ring. This is all pro wrestling, and that man, the boss, is the Universal Heavyweight Champion, the pinnacle of APW.
Well, the boss taking a sign from our fan.
Absolutely. The boss, Derek Sanders, with a perfect picture frame around that gorgeous face.
Well, Jody Kristofferson, and I was taking that same sign and mocking the boss.
That sign there says, I'm the boss, but there's only one boss in all pro wrestling, and that's him right there. The shining, sparkling tights. Boss across the great rear end. We've got the boss, Derek Sanders, Universal Heavyweight Champion, frustrated with Jody Kristofferson, upset at the insults that were thrown at him. There is only one boss here in APW, and if no one recognizes it as Derek Sanders, then he is out of here.
Well, Derek Sanders threatening to walk out on this match. If he does walk out, well, now he's using Will Rood as earmuffs, trying to cover up his ears from the fans going wham, wham, wham. I'm pretty sure the fans, if they had their way, would have the ambulance come by for Derek Sanders. But Sanders deciding to get back in the ring. He doesn't want to put a blemish on his record as via countout.
Derek Sanders is a fighting champion here at APW. He steps into the ring with Dylan Drake not too long ago, and now toe-to-toe with Jody Kristofferson, always putting that championship on the line. That is Derek Sanders, a true champion here in All Pro Wrestling.
Well, both men graduates of the All Pro Wrestling Boot Camp. Both men are excited for this contest. Jody Kristofferson in his first title match looking to make a statement and kind of mocking the boss, going back to the old Heart of Fire days of the boss, showing an old pose from old 8x10s of Derek Sanders that I'm pretty sure Derek Sanders didn't take too kindly to that reminiscence.
Now, you touched on something a moment ago. Both men here in the ring, graduates of the APW boot camp. Even Sparky Ballard, the referee, has graduated from the APW boot camp. But there is one huge difference between the two of these wrestlers, and that is experience. The boss, Derek Sanders, is a wily veteran in that ring, having more than 5 years of in-ring action. Jody Kristofferson barely at 1.
Jody Kristofferson is the rookie in this match, and now getting into his second year, he looks like he wants it all. He wants that Universal title, that brass ring, as he's trying to get to it. And almost had him there, got him in a pitting predicament, but the boss able to use his veteran ways and escape the cover and escape the ring.
What he's doing here is he's making Jody mad. He's trying to get Jody Kristofferson off of his game. You saw that Jody had a couple of counters in store for the boss, Derek Sanders. Derek Sanders now taking a breather, taking time, trying to recollect his thoughts and also throw Jody Kristofferson off of the game. Derek Sanders does not want to walk away without that Universal title.
Well, the champ back in the ring as we see a shot of Will Rood standing at ringside. And this is going to be one heck of a matchup as we see a lockup in the center of the ring.
Top hand wrist lock by Jody Kristofferson.
Well, the boss now trying to pull into his arsenal of tricks to try to get out of it. It looks like he's going to try to bridge Jody, but Jody countering and now is going to try to bridge the boss. And he's doing just that. The boss, beautiful bridge right up on the tiptoes, picture perfect. And now trying to get out of it and fails to do so as Jody Kristofferson's in control in the early going of this contest.
Well, going from the standard arm bar to the top hand wrist lock. Derek Sanders trying to get to the ropes, trying to find any huge slam. That whole arm, that wrist right onto the mat.
Well, a little unorthodox. Jody Kristofferson, big country, trying to make a statement, show the boss, yeah, you've got the veteran experience on me. Yes, you know more about this ring than I do, but I'm going to show you that heart and desire and passion are what I'm bringing to the table.
That's right. The boss telling Sparky Ballard to call this match down the middle. Jody Kristofferson pulled a handful of hair off of the top of Derek Sanders' head and threw him to the mat. I saw that with my own 2 eyes. I'm sure you saw it too.
Well, it's hard to grab a handful of hair when you've got a buzz cut, but evidently that was the case.
Apparently Jody spent some time in the cheating school and learned how to do it right. Well, there we go. Derek Sanders there showing his wrestling prowess, able to reverse Jody Kristofferson. Kristofferson, a well-decorated amateur wrestler, trying to get his way out of it, but it's not happening. Derek Sanders has a death grip.
Well, these fans strongly behind the man from Brownsville, Texas, as he's trying to fight out, as he fights out of it and gets control of the boss, but the boss quickly crawling to the ropes and breaking the hold.
Derek Sanders showing his strength, being able to push the big just girth, I guess you could say, about Jody Kristofferson right into the corner, giving him a couple of shots with the shoulder and a hammering shot with his fist.
Now, what are the keys to this matchup? What does Jody Kristofferson need to do in order to walk away with the championship belt?
counter anything that Will Rood has to throw at him. Derek Sanders has shown time and time again that he uses Will Rood as a huge asset in that ring. And while Will Rood may have ignored the boss Derek Sanders a number of times before when it comes to Jody, this could be the night where Will Rood finally realizes what he needs to do to stay under the wing, the guiding wing, and under the employment of the boss Derek Sanders.
Well, Jody Kristofferson looking to drop the knee onto the boss, but the boss counters it, and a big boot to the side of the head, and now in control after that boot to the temple. And now with a rear chin lock applied, going to try to choke him out in the center of the ring. What are the keys to the game for the boss? What does the boss need to do to make sure he walks away still the Universal Heavyweight Champion?
Well, Jody Kristofferson is a strong man. He's not just a strong wrestler, but he has a lot of strength behind him. He uses that spear, throwing himself across the ring, knocking the wind out of your opponent. He needs to make sure that he stays one step ahead of Jody and 1 degree stronger than Jody. If there's anybody in APW that can do it, it's Derek Sanders.
Well, right now he's doing just that, as he's got Big Country where he wants him. Hook in the leg, 1, 2, gets the 2, but not the 3. The 3 would have retained the belt. Instead, the match continues. And now Jody trying to fire up. Oh, but the boss quick to punish him and send him back down to the mat with a clubbing blow to the back.
Derek Sanders showing his vicious streak. You know, you don't become the Universal Heavyweight Champion, but with handshakes and lollipops and good feelings in the back.
Well, folks, earlier tonight we did mention we would get you an update on Hardcore Dayton. He has been rushed to a nearby medical facility with a dislocated shoulder. We wish the best to Corey Dayton in a speedy recovery.
Back to the main event here. Universal Heavyweight Championship on the line. The boss, Derek Sanders and Jody Kristofferson. Derek Sanders in control. Jody getting to the ropes. But Derek Sanders able to get that extra bit of leverage there
to try to get the upper hand in this match. Possibly? Is that what you were going for?
I'm a little tired, John Roberts. I mean, I'm just so amazed by the boss, Derek Sanders. He sucks the energy right out of me.
Well, the boss going for the cover, but we're being told that we have to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back.